A federal judge on Monday blocked part of a recently signed Texas law that requires abortion doctors to have admitting privileges at nearby hospitals. District Judge Lee Eagle wrote Monday that the provision violates the rights of abortion doctors to do what they think is best for their patients and would unreasonably restrict a woman's access to abortion clinics. Attorney General Greg Abbott filed an emergency appeal of Eagle's order to the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals in New Orleans. As everyone has acknowledged, this is a matter that will ultimately be resolved by the appellate courts or the U.S. Supreme Court, said Lauren Benn, a spokeswoman for the Texas Attorney General's office. Lawyers for Planned Parenthood and other abortion providers brought the lawsuit, arguing that a requirement that doctors have admitting privileges in a hospital within 30 miles of the abortion clinic would force the closure of a third of the clinics in Texas. They also complained that requiring doctors to follow the Food and Drug Administration's original label for an abortion-inducing drug would deny women the benefit of recent advances in medical science. The Texas Attorney General's office argued that the law protects women and the life of the fetus. Mississippi passed a similar law last year, which a federal judge also blocked pending a trial scheduled to begin in March. Mississippi's Attorney General asked the Fifth Circuit to lift the temporary injunction so the law could be enforced, but the judges have left it in place, signaling they believe there is a legitimate constitutional question. Unlike the Mississippi case, Eagle's order is a final decision, setting the groundwork for the Fifth Circuit to review the merits of the law, not just an injunction against it. The proposed restrictions were among the toughest in the nation and gained notoriety when Democratic State Sen. Wendy Davis launched a nearly 13-hour filibuster against them in June. The law also bans abortions at 20 weeks of pregnancy and beginning in October 2014 requires doctors to perform all abortions in surgical facilities. The filibuster forced Gov. Rick Perry to call a second special legislative session for the Republican-controlled legislature to pass the law. Davis is now running for governor on a women's rights platform. Since Perry is retiring, Abbott is Davis' likely Republican opponent, adding a political layer to the legal drama. During the trial, officials for one chain of abortion clinics testified that they've tried to obtain admitting privileges for their doctors at 32 hospitals, but so far only 15 accepted applications and none have announced a decision. Many hospitals with religious affiliations will not allow abortion doctors to work there, while others fear protests if they provide privileges. Many have requirements that doctors live within a certain radius of the facility, or perform a minimum number of surgeries a year that must be performed in a hospital.